my name is Debbie Reynolds. They call me the Data Diva. Today I want to talk about Mutual Legal Assistance Treaties, also known as MLATs. MLATs are agreements between countries about sharing information related to criminal behavior that is cross-border or borderless. So that will be anything from money laundering, terrorism, sex trafficking, those types of crimes. The U.S. currently has over 60 MLAT agreements with different countries. And one feature of MLAT agreements, and they've been inactive for decades, is that a lot of this data exchange or this information exchange tends to be slow. So, some of these data exchanges can happen faster, but some of them may take months or even over a year to happen. Currently, there is a case in the EU, in the UK, that's very important. The High Court in the United Kingdom ruled that a current recent data transfer from the United Kingdom to the US was ruled illegal because this particular transfer did not take into account the 2018 Data Protection Act in the United Kingdom. This is a huge case because this is one of the first times where the data privacy rule or regulation was deemed very important in a data transfer for criminal information. Typically, criminal, unlike civil, has different levels of transparency, very different. But to have the High Court in the United Kingdom make this ruling just puts people on notice, especially other countries where their data privacy laws or protections are not the same. So for this particular case, as I said, this one was about 2 terror suspects, and this is a request made of the U.S. Also, on the other side, in terms of MLATs, the U.S. is having issues with getting information from not only the United Kingdom but EU related to the owners of certain websites, especially as it relates to cybercrime. So this is a big issue back and forth because, again, the U.S. privacy laws for individuals and the European privacy laws for individuals are very different. We're seeing a lot of cases, especially when people are talking about things like standard contract clauses, the Cloud Act, the Privacy Act. A lot of those things seem to have some level of friction, a lot of it related to how the U.S. handles data and around things like mass surveillance and indiscriminate bulk data processing. So it remains to be seen what will happen in the future, but it seems like Europe is really pushing back on the fact that the U.S. has very different privacy laws, so they're being a bit more stringent about the data that gets transmitted from the EU or from Europe to the U.S. That's it. Thank you.